Hi, this is Rainy Day. I thought I would do a quick video explaining a bit more of the logic behind figuring out the triples and dittos, because I don't know if I did the best job of explaining how this works, and also trying to show if there is a way to get it that isn't like trial and error dependent. So, as explained before, there are 6 possible combinations in terms of what the triple can be, which I will just quickly highlight. So from here, what can we do? So the first one, which we talked about, is you can eliminate red, because this 3 and 6 would have to overlap, and that doesn't work. And then the next thing you can do is use these 27 cages to force some things. For example, if it was an orange, then the 9 is forced outside of a 27 cage where it's required. So orange does not work. In a similar vein, the minimum that can go into a 27 cages are 3. And kind of a 1 or 2 in here. And if pink is the triple, then you would have a 2 here, which would break the cage. You just have to get 25 of 3. And that doesn't work. The next one that actually is a somewhat logical one is 7. Now, this 7 here, in terms of the blue. Which puts 7 there, and it puts 7 here. So, this is what we can figure out. We have 16 in this cage. So this triple here adds up to 11. I will highlight this triple in that sort of blue. Those add up to 11. Because this has to be at minimum a 1, this is at maximum 10. Because I want to discuss last time that this is 30. This is 20 and this is 15. This must be 5 less than this. So this is at maximum 5. With this as a maximum 5 and this as 11, those 4 would be at most 16, which means we cannot put anything in this square. So blue does not work. So that is blue, at least figured out logically. The only other one, which was the main thing, is trying to figure out some way in which you can get yellow to work. And I discussed before that in terms of when 9 goes in this box, we can fill both of these in with 2s. 9 cannot go in here, and the 9 column extends into here. And it is worth noting we actually do have a 9 forced into here in box A, which puts a 9 here. Now, again, we discussed that if 9 was forced on here, then it breaks this cage. So we know a 9 has to go here, and because in the scenario this is a 2, this is 25, these must differ by 10. So this square is 1 less than this square. So in terms of what we can get here, for all of these options, we already have 4 eliminated just by normal Sudoku. And if this was a 1, then this would break because we can't get anything less than a 1 there. So that can't be 1. Because if that was 10, then that would have to be 0, and that doesn't work. So already down to 4, and we can actually eliminate another 2 by the fact these are mirrored. It can't be 3, and it can't be 7. So this is either 4 or it is 8, making this either 6 or 7. Now, in terms, what would we do here? Now, I do remember that for this being, oh no, it wouldn't be 6 or 7. It'd be either 2 or no, it would be 3 or 7. But if it's a 3, then obviously it doesn't look like dogs, so that can't be 4. So we end up with only one possibility. Those are 8s, those are 7s. So the only possibility, therefore, for this cage, with since it can't have an 8 in, is 5, 6, 7, 9. And because that's forced as a 7, we get a break in. Which means that this does not work. So that can't be 7, so those can't be 8s. And therefore, there is no way that 9 can work here. And therefore, yellow doesn't work. Therefore, that's how you would figure out, a bit more simply, that this is the triple. Hopefully this is a bit of a better explanation, and, well, it's not necessarily as trial and error. There is definitely a bit more logic into why stuff doesn't work out for any of the other triples, and it doesn't delve too deep in, so a bit more satisfying, I think. So yeah, consider this a little bonus. But yeah, that is, I guess, a better way of figuring out this triple. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for watching. And I don't know if that'll be next time, but yeah. If you decide to watch this bonus,